It's critical for Indiana to fully fund Child Care Development Fund vouchers. These vouchers allow lower-income families to afford the cost of child care so they can stay in the workforce and support the local economy. In 2023, the state used COVID funds to increase the income qualification level for vouchers, while also increasing reimbursement rates to child care providers. This allowed around 25,000 more families to access a voucher. Families that qualified were able to get a voucher quickly. Now, that money has run out, so it's families, child care providers, and soon the economy that will be suffering. Just 2.5 months after enacting a wait list for vouchers, there are more than 7,600 families in Indiana that qualify but have to wait.
That is my biggest frustration, is you put the language out there that you were going to help all children and you're not. And I'm so frustrated that I can't do anything about that one particular point.
Tina Lee, director of the Kendallville Daycare Center, sees the effect this is having throughout her community.
In our area, a lot of times the factories will hire so quickly that they will call and say, I need a spot Monday, which of course we can hardly ever do. But even if we're like, okay, see if you can find somebody to watch your child for a couple of weeks and then you'll get that voucher, we'll get you right in here. They can't do that. So some of them are trying to get higher paying jobs to help their family, to stimulate the economy. Now they can't because they have no childcare.
Prior to the funding running out, the state was more forgiving if a family was a little late turning in their renewal paperwork or missing a document, but not anymore.
We had 2 families that lost vouchers because they just didn't get them in on time, so now they're on the wait list. They have not left us, but they have to pay now. And for one family, they are able to figure it out. The other one is basically all of her money is going to childcare. So it's made a huge impact on those 2 families. And then we have families who never had a copay before, and because they changed the percentage, now they have a copay.
For now, she says, the families are making it work. But how long can they hold on?
That's kind of the phrase I keep using, is these families are making it work, but it's not financially sustainable or viable for those families to do this. It's literally living hand to mouth and making no headway in anything.
If the Indiana legislature does not support a budget that includes Governor Braun's proposed funding for CCDF, many families will likely have to make the hard decision to quit their jobs, which is bad for our employers and bad for the economy. Those of us in the field know exactly the consequences this will have on our communities.
I realize and I appreciate that people in the legislation, in politics, have a certain job to do. They only have so much time. They have to help everybody that they can, but I don't think that they're really listening to the people that they should be listening to, boots on the ground. I am going to fight for my parents. I'm going to do what's right. That's just me.
So please, contact your local legislator and encourage them to support Governor Braun's budget proposal that provides adequate funding for Child Care Development Fund vouchers.